I have two major studios on my vision board. One of them is my first job when I pivoted into the entertainment industry. When you have a goal for yourself and you actually do that shit, like that's different, y'all. Like, hello. I have started my first week of the Artist Way. Today is April 30th. So I probably won't post this until May 1st. But I started the first week of the Artist Way, and it was a lot, girl. It's a lot. I will say this. If anybody is looking to start the Artist Way and you do not have a conventional or traditional schedule like a 9 to 5 job, and your schedule's kind of all over the place, like I work overnight, so the morning pages I'm not writing in the morning. I'm going to be, when I wake up, it's at night. So of course that's when I will do my morning pages. So I decided to get the book, and then I realized I'm not going to have the time to actually sit down and read this because of my schedule. I do a lot of driving to and from work, and then when I'm working, like I don't really have the time to sit down and read this. But it is good to get the book so that you can, if you do have the time to read it. But I also have the audiobook, so I can go back and read things after I finish listening to a chapter. And I recommend it. It's also recommended in the book that you maybe try to read the chapter at the beginning of the week and then go through the week doing all of the tasks, doing all of the morning pages, so that you can just flow with it instead of like reading page by page. Like just read the chapter and that's what I've been doing. My Also, like I said, I don't have a conventional schedule. So she said like Sunday, read the chapter and then go through the week. My Sunday is not. I have to do it on Wednesday, so that just works better for me. So like I'm learning too with this process. Like you do what works best for you. So like I do my morning pages at night. I do the audiobook and listen to the chapter on my first day of my weeks where it starts, and then go from there to do my morning pages and my tasks. The first week, I will say, so basically, it just talked about how fear, doubt gets in our mind, and we need to kind of recover that safety so that we can just move forward with removing the doubt. And there was a lot of tasks where we had to write letters to ourselves. Like I wrote a letter. I haven't mailed it off yet. That's another thing that I wanted to say, that there's a lot of tasks in here that I do like. But if you have a busy schedule, I really believe like just do what works best for you. I took myself on one date. They have like the list of dates, but I just want to go read some of the affirmations. Okay, I'm gonna read 3 affirmations. Our dreams come from God, and God has the power to accomplish them. As I create and listen, I will be led. Through the use of my creativity, I serve God. My creativity always leads me to truth and love. As I listen to the Creator within, I am led. And after you do your morning pages, it is recommended that you recite some of these affirmations, which I love. I've been doing with my Creator. I got a journal. Well, I already had this book, but I used this and I decorated it. That was like one of the dates the one of the tasks. Um, and it could be a date if you wanted to be. Like go get some stickers and plan it out to like creatively play. And that was another thing that think that the first week focused on was exploring that sense of safety so that you can feel safe with play. And I think that is the ultimate way of like tapping into your creativity. So yeah, that was the first week. I can also read to y'all some of the tasks on basic principles. I'm not going over everything thoroughly. I might try to do this weekly as I'm like just getting into this, so I'm like I don't even know what I want to talk about. But this is what I would say. Okay, first and foremost, I don't think it's a coincidence. Um, I'll read the test and stuff later, but I don't think it's a coincidence that first of all I've seen a few other people stating that they were doing the artist way, and I was like, oh wow. Before I started doing this, the week before, I randomly took an acting class, which girl, and I took it for two specific reasons. I'm not gonna say why, but first of all, acting is not easy. Like I don't listen when people get up there and act. It is not easy. It just showed me so much from a point of view of as a writer, like what to do, what not to do, and kind of like be empathetic to your actors when you're writing for them. But I was in there with some theater kids. I'm like, Jesus Lord, y'all energy, y'all got this. Y'all, they were super sweet though. Um, but yeah, it made me think about um, I'm going blank on their names, but y'all know Galinda and Alphaba. I don't know why I'm going blank on their names, but Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. People gave them so much shit for crying every interview, and I'm like, I think first of all, I never even I had y'all don't judge me. I haven't seen Wicked one or two. I'm not a singy songy type of girl. I remember when Wicked came out and on Broadway, and that was the year that I did my internship, my first fashion internship, and I was living in New York, and them tickets was sold out. They were trying to get us the tickets. The college that I did the internship with, they could not get them tickets. Them tickets was sold out. So I understand how big Wicked was. Um, when I tell you, I don't think people understand what it's like to set a goal for yourself. Some people don't understand, like, you set a goal for you gotta understand these are theater kids. They have been dreaming about doing, first of all, acting in roles that they desire, you know, since they probably started acting. Like, I dream of doing this, I dream of doing that. But my God, when you take something that you really wanted to do, you set a goal like one day I hope that I can audition for this or get this part, and they actually did it, and they actually got the part. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, I'm looking at my vision board. When I made the pivot from working in fashion to entertainment, I have two major studios on my vision board. One of them is my first job when I pivoted into the entertainment industry, and it's Paramount Pictures. That's where I work, and it's at the top of my vision board. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, it's just like it's an amazing feeling. And when they gave him so much shit, I'm just like, y'all gotta tap into y'all. your manifestation bag or creativity bag or something, because when you have a goal for yourself and you actually do that shit, like that's different, y'all. Like that's a different feeling. Um, and I really think I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of people are doing the artist way. I also don't think it's a coincidence with me taking this acting class um, a week prior and kind of evoking my sense of play, which this is something that is spoken about in the book or is addressed in the book. And then also, Michael just came out, and all of the resurfacing clips or the clips that resurface about him and scribing and just like the affirmations that he would say for himself, and even in the film, without any spoilers, like how he would talk about the creator and being open to receiving um, creativity. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence. So, yeah, that's my little blurb on my first week with the artist way. I didn't go over too many things, but I do recommend like trying it out. Like, if you don't want to get the book so that you can like read along. But anyway, I said I was gonna go over they have a contract. So yeah, real quick, I wrote my name in it. That you can sign for yourself. Let's see. Also the tasks. Like, I really hope y'all can see me because did not I can't see from this end. So with the morning pages, let me see. It says I'm gonna read this one. Take yourself on an artist date. You will do this every week for the duration of the course. Um, a sample artist date. Take $5 and go to your local five and dime. Buy silly things like gold stickums. Um, why did she say stickers? Okay, stickum stars, tiny dinosaurs, some postcards, sparkly glue, kids scissors, crayons. You might give yourself a gold star on your envelope each day you write. Yeah, there was some tasks where you had to write a letter to people that said negative things about your art, um, or any discouraging things that kind of block your confidence. I thought that was interesting. There is a lot of tasks with this, so I'll say just do what works best for you. That's what I'm taking in. Um, and yeah, like it's been going good so far. So this is the first week. Maybe I will come back on the second week and go more in depth. They also during the week, if you ever have any discouraging thoughts or anything like that, um, Julia recommends you write those down and kind of address it of like, why are you feeling this? What are you feeling? What are the thoughts? Why are you feeling them? And kind of like be open to just the emotion so that you can get it out, so you can purge it out. Whatever those negative thoughts are, you can purge it out. So, yeah, I highly recommend trying it out. Like I said, I got the audio book and I have the tangible book because it's just more convenient for me to kind of go as I need between listening and then also reading. But yeah, so that concludes this video. Let me know if you guys are doing the artist way or if you have done it, and let me know like what did you learn so far from that process, or if you're on the first week like I am, what did you learn? Um, yeah, so happy creative awakening, I guess. This has been like a real April has been a real creative awakening month for me as we end out, and I'm hoping more of execution comes out of May. So as I, transition into May, that I continue the artist way, I continue doing the things that I'm working on, and I really like level up to what I'm trying to do, the overall goals. All right, I will catch y'all in the next one.